happy and wonderful Mother's Day. If it weren't for these ladies, there's no telling where I'd be today.
Yeah! Yeah! Look what I have created! I have made fire!
GarageCast is broadcasting from a two-car garage somewhere in Oklahoma.
Welcome to GarageCast, where we encourage bettering mental health by spending more time in your garage. I'm your over-the-hill host, Screefus. Alright, so in this video, it's going to be me and my dad trying to get all the brake fluid replaced to my Tahoe and bled. The end goal is to get it here so we can get it fixed up and try to flip it, like for money. It's a really nice truck. I'd almost hate to part ways with it, but if I sell this one, the funds for that go to fixing our Subaru and getting that 60 on the road. I'd really rather have that 60 running. So let's jump into it. I'm gonna go ahead and start off the beginning why I would recommend getting one of these. It doesn't have to be this brand. I picked this up off of Amazon. It's an EWK. What would the box say? It is an EWK brake bleeder, 2-liter pneumatic. So it comes with the canister that pulls the vacuum on your brake lines, and it also comes with, the kit I got came with a, it's kind of like it keeps the master cylinder from going empty. It was a pretty neat deal. I want to say I spent like 40 bucks on this. I would say it was a good investment. I'm not saying you have to get this brand, but to get one of the kits to where it's just one person to bleed the brakes, it was a little bit of a learning curve, but by the time I got to the second vehicle of using this, I now understand exactly how it works, and it's quick. It speeds that part up, and I hate bleeding brakes. Yeah, it's a pretty neat kit. I'd rank it probably like 3.5 out of 5 on, I don't know, a 1 being meh and a 5 being you must have it. And with that, let's go ahead and roll with it. See you in the driveway. So this is a 2000 Z71 Tahoe. Had this for a few years. Just using it for an overland vehicle. Pretty much just added ditch lights to it, and I built a bed for the back. I had plans on making a full roof rack and modifying the factory bumpers and probably replacing the step bars with something like some rock sliders or something like that, but I was going to keep it real basic. But after camping in it a couple times, I would rather have a van. Oh, it's locked. There we go. Got a bunch of car parts in here too. Oh, cool. There's where those mounts went. I'll need these later on another project. Anyways, it's got a bed that I put in here. I slept in it a couple times. It's actually really comfortable, considering what it is. Yeah, overall the interior of this thing is in really good shape. Headliner's in good shape, and it's got all the fancy doohickeys and whatnot. Ooh, it even has a TV in here that's probably older than it. And then it's got my dash from my Blazer in it. Ooh, and I'll be using these. Who doesn't use these to put bolts and stuff in? Anyways, like I said, what we're focusing on in this one though is we're just gonna see if we get the brakes fixed, because right now there's like almost no pedal until the very end, and then it just jerks and stops. I came out here a few weeks ago because we thought a wheel cylinder or something was leaking, and we went through the whole thing. We couldn't find a leak, so we're gonna try pulling all the fluid out and bleeding all the brakes, and then, like I said, we'll assess it from there and see where we go. Let's see if there's a chance it'll still start.
You lose.
Nope. We got jumper cables. Chevy.
So you want me to record as
Hold
you're
on, let me
hitting
pull my mirror out.
as you're hitting the Tahoe?
Hold on. Next, I can't go forward with the Tahoe either. It's already on.
Well, you could push to 60.
I think we'll be fine as long as I go straight back.
Hey. Yeah, but when you get...
You take that away, I can't see. I can't see without that. Put it back.
But when you get
I
back to
know.
the fender, it's going to hit.
I didn't touch it. Remember, relax. I'm a professional. See? There's no gray area. It's either on or off.
Better than not having it.
Yeah. Gotta open up the workbench.
Workbench.
Nice. Let's see that box. This will be the second time using it. Well, where do I dispose of that? How to dispose of brake fluid. Fill a large tray or metal pan with about a 1/2 inch of kitty litter. Number 2, pour that brake fluid over the kitty litter. Leave this all uncovered for 3 or 4 days. You should be free to handle the disposal in your regular trash. Okay, I get it. So it's a 4-step. Fill the tray so you're wanting it spread out. I get it. Pour the brake fluid over the kitty litter. And just let that sit and evaporate all the VOCs out of it. And then you should be fine to throw in the trash. There's only one problem we got. I only brought the one tip. So if it don't fit, I just realized there's a whole bunch of different tips for this. And if it doesn't fit that tip, I'm gonna have to go home and get those other tips. I think we'll be all right though, because it fit the Chrysler.
A few moments later.
It is right at the end. It's can. Well, bummer. Well, I'm sure the battery's charged enough. Oh, not overheating. It's just a hole. It's a fountain feature.
Hey. Squirting right at me.
Yeah, I have no idea why the battery's dead.
Maybe it didn't like getting feed.
Oh, steamy, like a jacuzzi.
Steam, like a jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Sorta.
to start
heat it
leaking.
up? I don't know, 5 minutes.
So it's still a 10-minute drive home though.
And like I
It
said,
would make it.
like I said before.
It'd still make it.
Yeah, but
As long as it doesn't blow.
but it'd be a lot better if you went and got that thing.
Well, I think I'll run up to AutoZone because they're the only ones that show it's in stock.
Oh God, that's real hot.
Well, yeah, it's steaming. It's like boiling over.
You can wash your hands with it.
We'll let this cool off and then we'll start getting the brake fluid out of it. So with this kit, it comes with 2 different hoses. The one you do the bleeding with has one of these pinch offs, kind of like an IV, and then it also has a check valve in it. We'll use that one later. And then this one's just got the fitting that goes right here, and it's just an empty hose, and this is the one you use to empty out the master cylinder, and we're going to do that now. Alright, so you can either push it or you can lock it. Ready to see this part? This is going to be the fun part. If you see that you have dark brake fluid in your vehicle system, you'll need to have this flushed out and cleaned. The darker color indicates that it has been absorbing dirt and debris as you drive, as well as water, which can lead to further issues down the road. Well, yeah, because water's compressible. Eventually, you're going to have no pedal. I can't remember how they explained it in tech school, but it was like, I mean, it is what it is. Once it chemically changes to where it can be compressed, where beforehand it can't, so it works as a hydraulic fluid. Maybe somebody knows how to word it better than me in the comments, and I'm sure they will. Ooh, careful. Don't want that on the paint. It'll eat it up. You got some paper. We're gonna need some paper towels. We want to wipe. We're gonna want to wipe all that out, won't we? Yucky. We're gonna get it from dirty to clean. So we'll go ahead and put the brake fluid in here. You're getting close so I can see what color it's supposed to be. I'm not filling it all the way up like I did that last time. So it's kind of nifty because it's completely sealed. There's not a hole in it, so it has a vacuum. So that way, when you open up the petcock, it lets it out. But once it gets up to the full level, it quits dispersing. And you can clamp it to it. Here, come on over this way, you can see better. Alright, so let me just, let me see the camera real quick because I can show real close. Then when you kick it on, it starts filling it up hands free. Oh, see, I am going to need to move it up some. So that's all it's going to give me. It's not filling up the other reservoir. So that was neat to know. But at least you can see what I'm talking about. Once it hits the full deal, because this is sealed, it won't let any more brake fluid go out. So as you're purging in the back, it keeps refilling this up, so you never end up getting it empty and getting air in the lines. Correct? That's the whole purpose. So I put this in the wrong spot for this, because this style, this is the lower one, but it also has a spot where it weeps over to this one. So as long as I keep this side full, it'll eventually fill up the other side. Be smarter instead of doing that and wasting everything that's in the bottle. Now when I turn this on, it still won't flow over or nothing, but as it sucks the water in, it should replenish it as it goes. But we'll still want to keep an eye on it. All right, so now I need to hook this up on the back wheels. So if you make sure to clamp that, it won't dribble out. I forgot to clamp it. So clamp that before you pull it off. Right there. It's just like an IV. Just clamp it. All right, I got the cap off. All right. Let me hook this up. All right, undo this. Don't forget to undo the clip here. So that's opened up. And that's like that. So then you turn this on. And afterwards, I'm going to go up there and tap on the brakes and we'll see what it does. What makes this a one-man job is the tank just holds a vacuum. So when the bleeder is open and the hose is connected, the vacuum keeps any air from going into the line. It'll only pull the air out of the line. After you have it all hooked up, I'd go in there and press the pedal just gently, and you can see how this pushes. It's just like having somebody there opening and shutting it, but it can't suck back in because of the check valve. So kind of neat. Undo that. Quick look at a rabbit. Do the passenger side first, then the driver's side last.
2,000 years later.
Okay, so I tried on both sides. We'll have to address that later, but neither of the bleeders will move, and I'm not about to snap one here. I'm pretty sure the front's all right. I think it was mainly the rear. Plus it was the old fluid, and that was the majority of fluid. This is the least amount of fluid going to the front. Plus I had already put a whole bunch of new fluid in here before too, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off. Take that out. So that's some left. All right, let's get her jumped again and see if it breaks.
Take that thing out and put it on the floor.
Alright, I'm gonna go check and see if these brakes work real quick. Super hard pedal, but I don't think these notoriously have hard pedals. I think I got brakes. Too good of brakes. Back behind the 60?
Right here, yeah.
All seems to be driving all right and the braking all right. Not bad to me. Not near as bad as it was. Still not great. Maybe eventually we'll do the changing out the front lines because they're rubber going to stainless steel. Same with the back. That'll try to tighten them up a little bit. Then I'll have to address bleeding the front when I can get this home and actually put penetrating oil. Oop, it's gonna be steaming. So I can put some penetrating oil on both of those ports to bleed the front. So definitely want to bleed the front before I'm done with the brakes on this. All right, that's it for this one.